Whether you're sitting or laying, close your eyes and just take some nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. As you breathe in, feel the expansion of the diaphragm. And as you breathe out, feel your body just relaxing, letting go of any tension you may be holding. If you're laying down, then bring yourself to a seated position. And everyone roll your shoulders back just a few times, some shoulder rotations. Lifting up through your spine and your core so you're not slouching. And then roll the shoulders in the other direction. And then back to neutral. And then as we breathe in, we're going to bring the shoulders to our ears. And as we breathe out, we'll release the shoulders down. So breathing in, shoulders scrunch. Breathing out, release them. One more time, breathing in, scrunch those shoulders. Breathing out, release. Interlink the fingers behind your back and push your arms away. So pushing your hands and your arms away to give yourself an opportunity to open up your chest, take those shoulders back. You might feel a squeezing between the shoulder blades. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through the nose. And release the hands. Give your arms a good shake. And we're going to do one round of sun salutation. We're going to just take it quite slow and steady, and we may just stop in certain points as well, just to really get into the certain elements of the flow. And also just opportunity to remember good posture when we're doing that. Sorry you can't see the top of my head properly, but I don't think you need to now. So coming to the standing position at the top of the mat, feet hip width apart. Ground those feet for a minute as you breathe in and breathe out, bringing the palms to chest. So before we get going, just spread your toes nice and wide. Really feel your feet grounded into the floor. So I'm just going to say breathe in, breathe out. Hopefully you guys are all regular enough to know what you're doing. If not, just have a quick look at the screen. Breathing in. Breathing out. Bend your knees if you need to. Breathe in right. And we're going to hold this for a moment now. So your right knee is down, your right foot's relaxed, chest is open. Feeling that stretch through the right hip flexor. Relax your facial muscles here. We're going to hold the breath to plank position. Breathing out. Breathing in, and we're going to hold this for a moment here. So you're pushing yourself away from the floor, strong through the shoulders. Feeling your hips just dropping down towards the floor here. Feet are now flat on the floor. Do breathe out, hips to ceiling. Breathing in. breathing out, and we're going to hold this in the forward fold here. So as usual in a forward fold, legs are straight but knees aren't locked. Next breath in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathe in left. I'm going to hold plank. We're going to hold this, but do keep breathing. Tailbone tucked under, abs drawn up. And breathing out. Knees, chest, forehead. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathe in left. And we're going to hold this one now. And breathing out. Breathe in. And breathe out, palms to chest. So hopefully now you're getting a bit more familiar with the sequence. You're able to be more controlled and in flow with sun salutation. So it's less hands in the air, hands to the floor. You're actually experiencing the movement throughout your whole body as you go. So we're going to do a few warriors here, which could get interesting for me because I tried to do some lunges the other day and destroyed my inner thighs. So if I suddenly collapse on the floor, that's why. So legs nice and wide. We'll start in warrior 2 with the right toes turned 90 degrees, left toes turned in slightly. Make sure that front heel is in line with the arch of your left foot. Remember, shoulders in line with the hips here. Breathing in, arms parallel to the floor. And as you breathe out, dropping into the lunge on the right leg, keeping an eye on that right knee and making sure it's above the ankle. Remember, if your right knee kind of draws inwards a bit, just draw it back so it is above the ankle if you can. And then looking over your right fingertips. Roll the shoulders back, draw the abdominals inwards. So much to do, we're busy when we're doing yoga. We're going to do a halfway house first by taking the right elbow onto the right knee, and we're going to take the left arm up and over. So you're getting a really nice stretch down the left side of your body here. Nice easy breaths, relax your face. And then we'll take the right hand on the inside of the right foot into warrior 3. Remember, there's variations here, so if you need to be on fingertips, holding your ankle, or maybe you still need your elbow on your knee, it's totally fine. Looking up to the ceiling past your left fingertips here. And then we're really going to go for it. We're going to push it now into warrior 4. So if you remember this one from a few weeks back, keeping your right elbow as close as you can to the right knee, take your right hand and place it through your legs. Effectively, you're grabbing your right butt cheek right now. Take your left arm around the back and interlinking your fingers behind your back. So the closer your right shoulder is to your right knee, almost the easier. I say easy. This is hard work on the legs. And depending on your chest mobility, it's hard work on that as well. Releasing the arms, swivel around, place one hand either side of the right foot, swivel that left foot around, get into position so you're in a comfortable runner's lunge here. So you're opening up the chest now. If you need to put that left knee down on the floor, then do so. Plant the hands down, take the right leg back into downward dog, give it a little pedal out here. And then we're very slowly going to walk our feet towards our hands. So don't rush it, take nice little steps here. Adjust your hands as necessary until your feet are by your hands into that forward fold again. And then we'll very slowly, vertebra by vertebra, roll up. Head being the last thing to come up, and when it does, roll the shoulders back. We're going to take the legs nice and wide, and we're going to do the other side. Where poetry comes in. So this time, left foot 90 degrees, right toes turned in slightly. Check the heel to arch alignment. Breathing in, arms parallel to the floor. And as you breathe out, dropping into the lunge on the left side. Again, check that left knee to ankle. When you're happy, just looking over your left fingertips. Halfway house, left elbow onto left knee, taking that right arm up and over for the side stretch. If your mind starts to wander when we're holding poses, just see if you can bring your attention to your breathing. Just having awareness of the air flowing through your nostrils. And then into warrior three, left hand on the floor inside of the left foot, right arm up to the ceiling. And then into warrior four, so right hand through the legs, holding left butt cheek to start. Right arm around the back, interlinking your fingers if you can. That's good, stretch for the shoulders. Really hard work on the left legs, I'm sure you're feeling. Potentially really good for balance as well. Nice steady breaths in and out through the nose. Then we'll interlink up, release the hands even. Place one either side of the left foot, swivel the right foot round into a good runner's lunge. Relax those facial muscles. Plant the hands down, left leg back into downward dog. Give it a nice pedal out here. We'll take a well-earned rest now. So bringing it down onto the knees. Sit back on your heels in resting child's pose. So forehead on the mat, arms by your side. Nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. Just sink into the floor. If this is not comfortable, try a cushion under your bum. If that doesn't help, then please lie on your tummy in crocodile pose.
So from here, very slowly unfurl, make your way up to a seated position.
Roll those shoulders back again. And interlink your fingers. We're going to push back again, really work on opening up the chest. Release the hands. Take the weight forward onto all fours, so wrists are below shoulders, knees are below hips. Everything's about hip width apart. We'll just do some cat-cows, so do close your eyes for this, deepen your experience, and go at the pace of your breath. So breathing in, head and tailbone up. And as you breathe out, arch the back, tuck the head and the tailbone under. Like I say, continue at the pace of your breath. And bring it back to neutral. We're going to sit back on our heels and we're going to extend our arms. So walk those hands forward so you've got a really good stretch here. And you can place your forehead on your mat. Keeping your hands where they are, you want to keep your nose as close as possible to the mat as we slide our weight forward and bring ourselves onto our tummies. So adjust your feet, adjust if you need to. You should be on your tummy now. We'll go into cobra, so ankles and feet together. You will start with your forehead on the mat. Your hands are palms down around where your shoulders are, but you want to draw your elbows into your sides, and that encourages your shoulders just to come down and not hunch. And then as we breathe in, raising your hands, your chest and your head off the mat, keeping those elbows drawn into your sides and avoiding the temptation for your feet to raise off the floor. You're really working your lower back here. Keep taking nice, easy breaths. Have awareness of where you may be holding tension that you don't need to. Maybe your facial muscles, your jaw, your hands. Use the breath to relax those areas. Last few seconds. And slowly ease down, and we'll rest in crocodile. So either using your hands as a pillow or by your side. Big toes together, ankles dropped out to the side. Fully resting pose, so use your out breath just to sink into the floor, let the floor support you. We'll go into King Penguin. So this is the one where you've got your arms by your side, palms face inwards. Your legs are about hip width apart. And then keeping our arms and our legs straight, lifting everything off the floor. Imagine you're that king penguin flying along the ice, or your ski jumper having just taken off. Not quite the right angle, but never mind. And we'll hold for another 10, 9, 8, 7. Don't forget to breathe. 6, 5. Lift up a bit higher. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest down. Rest again in crocodile. Big toes together, ankles dropped out to the side. We're going to go into bow pose, which is bending the knees and holding the ankles if you can. If you can't get this far, or if this is about as much as you can do, then that's absolutely fine. Do what you can do. Maybe if you are quite limited, you might want to do one ankle at a time. But if you're okay, maybe focus on keeping the knees so they're not disappearing out to the sides too much. So try and keep a check on that. As we breathe in, lift up as high as you can and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good work. Put the hands down. Keep your nose as close as possible to the mat again as we slide back into extended child's pose. So keep those arms extended. Spread the fingers wide. Feel the stretch down the sides, down your back. And then release the arms and rest them by your side in resting child's pose. Use these moments of rest to focus on your breathing and have awareness of any physical sensations that you may be feeling after the work we're doing. And again, we'll roll up very slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Roll the shoulders back. Take the weight forward as you cross your feet over so that you can roll back onto your bum. And then we'll just shimmy forward so that with the leg extended, you're in the right position for your mat. And we're going to go into inclined plane. So sitting nice and tall as you breathe in, bring the shoulders to the ears, roll the shoulders back and place the hands behind you. Remember, if you've got hyperextension, turn your hands around the other way. And then as we breathe in, raising the hips up, pointing the toes, and your head can either be looking at the ceiling or dropping down. It's whichever's more comfortable for you. And we'll hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look to your feet first and then very slowly bring yourself down and give your wrists and your arms a really good shake. Shimmy your bum forward a little bit so that you keep your knees bent as you make your way down onto your back. And we'll just take a little hug out in air releasing pose. So knees to chest, nose to knees. If it's uncomfortable on your neck, then leave your head on the floor. Remember not to cross your feet over. And if you want gentle back massage, just gently rock side to side. So placing your head on the mat, keeping your knees bent, keep your feet on the floor. Arms out to the side, 90 degrees, palms face down. And we're actually going to work our tummy muscles here. So bring your lower back so that it's placed on the floor. You haven't got an arched back here. So obviously we have a natural bend in our spine, so it will never be completely flat on the floor. But you want to use your abdominals to draw your lower back towards the floor, which means tucking and tipping your pelvis slightly as well. So we're going to take our feet off the floor in whichever angle is comfortable for you. So I'm starting with my knees at a right angle. And we're going to drop, not drop, we're going to, with control, take our knees over towards the right, as low as you can do it, whilst still having control, and then bring them back to center. So how low down you can go depends on your abdominal strength. So we'll take them over to the left side as well. And then bring them back to center. But the trick here is not to be using your arms to bring your legs back up again. So if that's what you're doing, just don't take your knees down as far as you were the last time. So the moment you think, I need my arms to bring my legs back up again, just stop. Hopefully my talking is making sense. But you're really working your abdominals here for this movement. So just keep going side to side in a way that means you're working to keep your lower back on the floor. So you're drawing your abs in, whilst at the same time using the abdominals to bring your legs back to center. Do one more time each side. You're doing it slow and steady with control, which really works the abdominals even more. And back to center. Target it out in air releasing pose. Pawan Muktasana. And we're going to extend the legs all the way, extend the arms into a full body stretch. Really push those toes away, push those fingers away. Nice deep breaths. And then resting your arms by your side. We're just going to take a moment in Shavasana. So tuck those shoulder blades under. Let your feet and ankles drop out to the side. Let your fingers naturally curl. Eyes nice and closed, softly closed. Take some nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. If you have the time, then feel free to stay here in Shavasana for a little bit longer. Otherwise, we'll very slowly bring ourselves onto our side. Rest there for a moment. And then when you're ready, bringing yourself into a seated position. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed the class. I hope you enjoy your sunny day wherever you are. And I will see you next week. Have a good Easter break.